I see more advantages on that rather here in America with 21. And the reason is like at the age of 16 we don't have like that rush to try alcohol, and like it's not so forbidden, so we learn like gradually how to drink it. And so in Portugal, we are quite free to drink, and we start even with our parents at a relative like young age, even before the age of 16. You know, like your father lets you drink like one beer. You know, like your mother lets you take like a cheers with like a glass of champagne, and you know, like we start like a little bit sooner, like with our parents. And I always see like kids here drinking because they want to be drunk, and not really because like they want like to drink, you know, to hang and to have fun with their friends. It's really just for the fact to be drunk, and I think it's one of the big problems of like need to drink, like hiding in their homes. You know, like they don't have that education of alcohol behaviors. Okay, so I think a reasonable drinking age would be, I think what Portugal has right now, it's a really good thing. Like low alcohol level beverages, like at the age of 16, and like spirits and those kind of more strong beverage at the age of 18. Um, I know for a fact that Portugal has a lot of drunk drivers. Uh, the levels for like minors and felonies are a little bit different here than in Portugal, just like barely. But I think here we have like much here in America. There's like much more stories and reports of like murders by a drunk driver, and I'm not sure if it's because you talk more about it or if you have more. I believe it's because you have more drunk drivers, and I believe it's because like we get like our driver's license at the age of 18, and when we get like our driver's license we already have like 2 years of drinking experience, so we know like the effects of alcohol. We know that we cannot drive if we are under the influence, and you drive for 2 years and then you start drinking alcohol. So like, okay, I drive like every day of my life for 2 years. Like I'm a little bit drunk, but I can do it, and I think it's one of the most important like facts that make US have more driving.
I don't notice that because in a school setting, we're not going to have students coming to school under the influence very often. But we're like any other community, so knowing that teens do engage in using alcohol, my guess is we're no different than any other community. And through the Minnesota Student Survey results, which we do for the 9th and 12th graders here, it does suggest that we have some students who abuse alcohol, but not anything out of the ordinary or anything that's becoming more alarming. That's a great question. I think one of the things that for me, the brain, knowing what I know about brain development, our brain isn't fully developed until we're about 25. And knowing how alcohol and other drugs get into the brain and can change the molecular structure and some chemical stuff that happens, it seems to me that it would be nice to keep it at an older age because of the fact that the brain isn't done developing. And anything we put into our system that stumps that or in any way affects that, I think is problematic.
After comparing the drinking ages in the US and Portugal, we have come to the conclusion that the drinking age around the world should be 18 years old. When children are introduced to alcohol at a younger age in a safe environment, they learn responsible drinking habits. They might also have less of a desire for it if it is legal for them to consume. In our opinions, at the age of 18, you are a legal adult. You have the ability to vote, enlist in the Army, and open a bank account. Also, many people have a job at 18 and pay taxes, so they should be able to legally have a drink. Although we believe the drinking age should be lowered to 18, we feel that drunk driving and other alcohol-related offenses should result in a stronger punishment.